Today we're going to talk a little bit about the Beavers Sports Activity Badge. Um, One of the things I like to mention before we start is that the concept of sort of doing team sports activity exercise and things can account for multiple different things that go towards a Chief Scout's Bronze Award, which is the highest award in Beavers and what you should be aiming for if you're a Beaver or a Beaver Scout leader. Um, this can this badge can apply to a whole bunch of different areas there. Um, Things that come to mind is the Teamwork Challenge Award. If you are doing basing this around team sports, that could be a very interesting way of getting that Teamwork Award signed off, which is one of the prerequisites to that Chief Scouts Bronze Award. But one of the things that people tend to neglect or forget about when running the sort of Beaver Scout program is the Personal Challenge Award, which is to do with personal improvement in a certain area over an extended period of time. I would suggest perhaps making the improvement of a sport to be a Beaver's personal challenge. That could be a very easy way of ticking that off. Other than that, there's not much else that can be added to in terms of the Chief Scouts Bronze Award. It's mostly to do with that sort of teamwork and personal challenge type aspect of things. Perhaps combine this with some awareness of the Olympics could be quite interesting with the My World Challenge. And other than that, perhaps the My Skills Challenge award with keeping your body fit and healthy is actually part of that. So being able to discuss good exercise habits would be one of the ways of doing this. Anyway, moving to the direct requirements of this award. Number one, play a team sport with Beavers in your colony. This could be cricket, squash, football, basketball, rounders, etc., etc. This is generally quite easy to do. I would say that while dodgeball isn't on this list, that could count as a team sport. Although, of course, if you can, football inside the hut is kind of easy to do, but if you can get out to a sports field somewhere to do this, that would be quite nice. Number two, understand the rules of that sport. Again, this is a Beaver requirement, so don't have to go too far in depth with things like the offside rule and that. But as long as they have a general understanding of things, that should be okay. The most difficult part for you, probably, if you're organizing a program, is making sure they do it over 6 weeks. This is a similar requirement to both the Cubs and the Scouts versions of this badge. Same amount of time, I believe. So making sure they commit to that is something I would make sure parents know that they should be doing this. Essentially just signing off a log sheet saying they did something over a period of time would be good. Technically speaking, anything outside of Scouts can count for this. So even if they just do PE in school, this could count quite easily. It just depends what you feel like allowing as a Scout leader, I suppose, to be a Scout leader. It says here we have sponsorship with LTA, so if they're looking for something to do, we have 10% discount there. Moving on to the second stage requirements here, this is it. There's no further slides after this, but essentially just take part in a match competition, show or pass an exam or achieve a grading in that sport. As it says here, something just as simple as a match. If you want to organise that within scouting, you can feel free to form your own tournament. If you're running this during the evening somewhere, you could do, for example, a tennis competition at a tennis sort of location, or just go to a big park and do some cricket. Easy enough. Someone out there will have the cricket wickets and things like that to borrow for sure. And finally, show your large colony or Explore Scout young leader the skills you've learned and the equipment you need for your sport. Explain the rules. This is really simple. If you're running this as a night, this is basically just implicit in doing this. You don't need to do anything else. But if you're a Beaver Scout or a parent of a Beaver Scout and you're looking to get this badge, then I'd just get together some bits and pieces for them to show off to their leader. Easy enough. That's really everything for this badge. There is a very related badge for Beavers, which I believe is called the Health and Fitness badge. It's yes, Health and Fitness badge. And that could be quite easily linked into this. That badge is a little bit more about healthy eating and taking part in activity, exercise and things. But there are some quote unquote sports on that list, like crab football, which could be quite related to football, and you could pretty much quite easily link that in as variations on football and things like that. Um, as we already discussed, there are other ways to link this with the Chief Scouts Bronze Award, with things like learning a new skill as part of learning a new sport for this badge. And most importantly, I'd recommend would be the Personal Challenge Award, and getting them to, over that 6 weeks that we just covered in the last slide, show improvement, and that would count towards this. That's everything. Thank you.